Welcome back to the Mastering Runeterra podcast with Jay and Bay, the number one source for competitive Legends of Runeterra news and information. If you're looking for the best decks to play right now, be sure to check us out on Twitter at Master Runeterra or in our Discord. And if you want to take the next step in leveling up your game, check out our Runeterra team on Patreon, where we do weekly learning calls and one-on-one coaching. Now strap in and grab yourself some Poro snacks, because we are about to start Mastering Runeterra.
Welcome back to the Mastering Runeterra podcast. We have a definitely not average show for you today. We are going to talk about Majin's climb to almost the top of the ladder. And then we're going to go over the State of the Union, where Runeterra is at currently, where it was at a year ago, where it's headed, where we think it's headed, what we hope to see. Because we have a big patch coming next week. And so we're kind of just chilling until that hits. We have both actually seen the patch, and it's awesome. And thus we can't really speculate about what we hope would change or what we think might change. So we're going to do this instead. All right, Bay. Yep. Tell us about your epic climb, because the last thing I saw, you had tweeted out Mono Shurima Tier 0 95% win rate over the last 20 games.
Yep. And I was at like 400 LP or something. Mm-hmm. And I ran it all the way up to 800. Basically same thing. I just couldn't lose. I only lost mirror matches. And only sometimes. And then I ran it up and I did the stupid thing. I turned on the stream. I did it on stream. I did it live, which never works ever. But I was like, I can't lose right now. And I really wanted to make it a YouTube video, but I was like, I don't want to leave the stream homies out of it. Right. I don't want to leave out chat. So I booted it up and we tried to make the push, and I won up to 827 and I needed to pass 829. So I needed
2 LP away from number one.
2 LP from rank 1. And it did not happen. I got hit with the variant stick like a mofo. If you want a good chuckle at my expense, either watch the VOD or I posted some of the highlights on YouTube. My God, it's pretty funny. I ran into like Judgment in Pantheon. Knowing they had it, I sat there and I went, oh my God, he has Judgment. And then I just full swing anyway, because I just had to. I ran into Judgment. I had multiple times where like I couldn't, like the deck just wasn't working. My hands would be like triple quicksand, double Rite of Negation, double Rite of the Arcane, and like nothing else. And then the creme de la creme, the perfect one was there was the ramp one where they played the free Asol, which happens, right? Or it was like the free Field Rush or something. But then their Asol flipped, and the randomly generated card they got was Living Legends. So they got to play their hand and then refill their mana and replay it all. Because it's not the on play. It's like it's a random out of any Celestial, and they hit Living Legends. But the best one was against Yordle and Arms, where they turned 7 Treasured Trash, hit It That Stares to blow up all my landmarks, including my Sundisk. The 8 mana card that makes a unit not take damage or die to keep Lulu alive during the attack. They had like some dinkers. It was like 2 elusive Poros and a Lulu, and now an It That Stares. And then they attacked, and I was like, all right, we're still in this. And then their third card was Rally that they hit off it. And yeah, it's a pretty funny clip though. But that happened. Lost a bunch, basically. Back down to, I don't know, like 680. And just kind of called it there. And yeah, I don't really think I've played ladder since.
Yeah. So real funny. So we are playing Monte Cristo's team today. Master Runeterra team in RA. And so he was scouting us because we're playing against his team. And I was on the squad cast with him yesterday, and he was like, bro, I was like, Majin apparently can't lose with the deck. I don't know what's going on. He's like, yeah, bro, I think you're the only person I've seen with a sub 50% win rate with the deck. I was like, yeah, I don't know. Over like maybe 20 games ish, or less, I was like 45% win percentage. I was like,
and now
just getting to the most brutal. Like I go like halfway through my deck and only saw one champion. I did that twice in a row. I'd have those hands like you're talking about, with just a bunch of like spells and like they're just doing powerful stuff that I can't interact with. And then I started to win with it, and then finally I started to climb with it. I got above 50% win rate, and for a while it felt like I was on the Majin train. I was like, I won maybe like 7 or 8 in a row, and I was like, yeah. And then I ran into like Kever and like MTux and like other people that were farming, and I just kind of was like, yeah, I kind of gave it up. And then so to see, I wanted to see what your streak was, and I looked it up on Runeterra IR. There was 20 games. 45% win rate. I was like vindicated.
Yep. To be fair, that's like all my losses. It's like in that one chunk.
You were at 95% before that at one point.
Yep.
So
it also like ladder turned into basically after like we went on the podcast or whatever, and I put out that tweet. Ladder turned into 100% either Monoshreema, Pirates, or Draven Rumble. Like. I mean, it was Dex to beat Monoshreema or Monoshreema was like basically the entire ladder.
Yeah, I'm with you though. I don't think the Pirates matchup is actually that bad.
It's really not. It's really not. Like I was still winning it. I was losing mirrors because they flip on 6 and you don't. And you're like, damn it,
Fun.
right?
Yeah.
Darn. And then I lost. Just a couple other games to like just the bad end of the variant stick. And it just kind of added up. I'll try to make another push in a bit, but. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till after patch.
Yeah, this is a good segue because I'm also somewhat exhausted from this.
Playing Monoshreema.
Just like what is this patch? I guess I can't even say this season because how long has this season been going on for? When was the last season? January?
It's been a bit.
Was it January? No, February.
No, I think it was February.
Must have been February. Mm-hmm. Still, it's the end of April. And we're still 3 weeks away from seasonals. Like, man, it really harkens back to everyone that was like, seasonals comes too often. Like 6 weeks is too much time. Like, make it longer. Like, it's like, who are you people? I want it like every month. Like, just if you don't want to play everyone, don't play everyone.
Just don't play. Yeah.
But like, look at this 2.5, 3 months between seasonals. Like, March was a joke. March was like, la 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 la. Wait for April, and then we got April. April's been pretty good. This has been a fun, sick, yeah. This has been a fun patch for sure. But this is the thing: like, you got 2 weeks to figure it out. That third week, it starts to get a little stale, and by the fourth week, it's like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for a change. And luckily, they seem to be patching. Like, the once a month patch is actually happening, and also now when they're bringing in new cards, they're patching and. I was going to say adding new cards, but like they're adding new cards when they patch only, and then when they do the set drops, they're also patching quite a bit, which is really needed. So I'm really happy about that.
Goes a really long way.
Yeah,
just like a couple. Yeah,
because exactly. It's like you take down the toughness from that 3-mana 3/4 guy that's in Scouts. I always forget his name. And like, all of a sudden, Scout, like just that one card getting not so good. Changes some matchups, makes Scouts not so good, makes some other decks now able to rise up, makes the whole meta change. That's like one little change, and you do a couple of those.
Sharp sight and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying to Scouts specifically. I was just saying like in general, like one change or something. There's a bunch. And you make 3 or 4 of those, boom, whole meta is gonna like take a swing, let alone if there's other changes as well. So I'm quite happy to see that. I really hope that continues. Also bringing us in, all the LPP people to
like weigh in. That was super cool.
Weigh in. Yeah. We've harkened on this before, but there was one. So that change, I'm still finding out when we can share it. If that change had gone through that we were all against, do you think that like that just makes that champion in one of its decks like ridiculously tier 0?
Yeah. There's some decks that are not playing that champion that would be playing that champion. Like you would just have to. It would be max 3. I mean, minimum.
Every lineup would have. Yeah.
All right. I don't want to tease the viewers though with it. They're gonna be like, "What? What was it?" I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's okay. Real talk. Be honest with me. Does that concern you at all that the people that are balancing came up with that change and thought it was okay?
Not really, because you're always gonna miss sometimes. I think I think either they hadn't tested it a bunch, or maybe they did test it and it was honestly fine, because
Hmm.
I can't say what I want to say because it will give it away. But it would make the
Yeah,
champion
that
very, very good, but it wouldn't take over the format, I don't think.
yeah. So that is a good point that perhaps they did test it and it wasn't that busted.
I think that's
I
the
think
case.
I think this is more likely though, because every single person that was in the both calls was like, "What the fuck?" without exception. So like we all knew. The fact that you wanted to buff that champion at all, I think, really speaks volumes to like not understanding the game at a really high level.
Hmm.
You know, and I think that buff, if you were to test it, if you were to test it at like a kind of medium level, it would be fine, probably, right? Um, so, anyways,
Alongside some other changes that are happening in the patch, I think it would have been probably okay. I think the champion would have been very, very good though. Um,
yeah,
like very good. Like one of the best champs in the game. But I don't think it would have like absolutely swung the format if you include the other changes that are going to happen.
yeah, and there could be other reasons that they
Yeah.
decided to make that change as
We
well.
got to get off this. The viewers
Yeah,
are sitting
yeah,
there
we're
like,
done. We're
"Oh
done.
my god."
But to recap, patch is awesome. Really
It's really
excited
cool.
for it.
Oh yeah.
Really excited for it. It's going to change the whole meta. Is going to change lots of stuff. Lots of cool stuff happening. Can't wait. Can't wait for next Tuesday so we can chat with everyone about it. So close. So close. Okay. So now on to our State of the Union part of the podcast. Where is this? Share. For anyone listening at home, I'm typing here on a. We're going to try this out. This very high tech notepad that I have going. Okay, so last year
I
in
can't see
Runeterra,
it.
what do we have? You can't see it?
Mm-mm. It's just loading.
Oh, weird.
There it is.
Oh.
It's up. It's up.
Weird. It took so long to load. Okay.
Yep.
So we had best of one ladder.
Yes.
We had expedition.
Yes.
We had seasonals,
Yep.
worlds,
Yep.
cross shard play.
For a bit. Yeah.
We had it for a decent amount of time.
Last year? It wasn't only like the beginning of last year.
I mean,
I don't
it did
know.
just
Leave
come,
it
it
up
did
there.
just
It's
come
fine.
and disappear. But
No, Crossroad was there from the beginning. I don't know. It
No.
doesn't matter. Okay.
anyways, it came for a bit. It made us happy and then left. I didn't realize what a loss it was at the time. When they took it away, I was kind of like, oh, all right, that kind of sucks, I guess. But I did not
If you
realize.
didn't run tournaments, would you care?
I might not, but I wouldn't realize why it's such a big deal. I wouldn't realize
Sure.
that
Yeah.
tournament organizers can't hold bigger tournaments with bigger prize pools because the player pool just isn't there. It's all segregated.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Seasonals coverage.
Seasonals
Yep.
coverage.
Yep.
What else? Labs.
Yep. Oh, you already put expedition. That's about it. Skins. I don't know if we're putting that kind of stuff in.
Skins. I mean,
Cosmetics type stuff. And we
Yeah.
can skip it. Anything else? I think that's it.
what's the European thing called?
European Masters. That's a big one. Yeah. EU Masters.
European Masters. Okay, that's all
I think that's it. Yeah.
that I can think of. So
So
coming
best of
on
one
to
ladder,
yes.
expeditions, seasonals, worlds, cross shard play, seasonals coverage, labs, European Masters or EU Masters.
Yeah. So on its way 22, we still have best of one ladder.
Yep.
Expedition is
It's
gone.
Going. Yeah.
New draft format next year.
That's a
We
big
hope.
plus for me.
Yeah.
They said it. I don't think it's next year. We hope. I think they said like next year for sure, right?
Yeah. I just mean that like
We hope it's a draft format. We actually don't know. Yeah.
And also last year they were like, hey, give us 7 months and we're going to come back with like learn from our mistakes and come with a new competitive scene. And then they just gave us the exact same competitive scene.
Speaking of seasonals and worlds, we have that still.
Yes, thank God. Seasonals we still have.
Can people
worlds,
see this notepad or is it just me?
We're gonna put it into the podcast.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Cross shard is dead. So nope, it's gone. Seasonals coverage is gone.
Path of Champions. Yeah.
So Labs became Path of Champions,
which in my opinion is a monumental upgrade.
I mean, Labs was really good though. Don't take anything away from Labs. Really? Because Labs was basically like Path of Champions light.
Not till way later. Not until it was basically already Path of Champions with the Scourge or whatever. I don't remember what it was, but it was like the Gangplank thing.
Mm-hmm.
That I consider to be Path of Champions beta.
They had some other cool stuff. Like I was really interested in the 2-player mode. Like it needed to be fleshed out more. But I felt like there was something there.
I mean, that one was one like I tried it at Teamfight Tactics and I really liked it, but you got to do a lot more interacting. I played it with Jay Sensational, the 2v2, and it just felt like I was playing Runeterra while on a Discord call with my homie. And like that's all it.
Yeah, well, you did get to share the abilities. Like they had to lean into that more.
Lean into it a lot more, yeah.
Yeah, a lot more. But I was just saying they scratched that there was something new there that I hadn't seen in card games before, and I really thought that was cool. And I was hoping that they would continue on because, like, what if it was like TFT? What if if one of you beats your opponent, like your teammate gets all your cards or something? Like I don't know.
Jesus.
It's a bit much, but like, or just the abilities. Or just share the abilities. Some way to figure out that it feels like you're playing as a team, right?
Yep, it'd be tough, but if they could do it, it'd be a really big deal. But yeah, big fan of Path. I don't personally play Path of Champions, but I think it's a really good game mode, and I know a lot of people really like it. We do not have EU Masters either.
No. So, this is like
let's put more patches. We've gotten a lot more patches.
Okay. Yeah, so it's weird though because the cadence at the beginning of 2021 there was a lot of patches and then it dropped off a cliff and then it came back.
Yeah, now we're getting a bunch. Was there a lot of patches at the beginning?
Yeah, when you and I first started playing, there was a lot of patches.
Oh, I thought you meant this year. I don't think there was. We thought there was, but like the Skilled Roy posted like an actual numbers. Here's how many changes there's been like every month or something, and it was like pretty low. We've actually in the last like 6 months we've had so many more changes.
Is it number of is it number of patches or number of changes like in the patches? Because the patches used to be sparse.
Yeah, there was like nothing in them.
Yeah. So I mean, sure.
I think especially with the changes we have coming up.
It's definitely a plus for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Also bringing in LPP people for the patch, which seems like that's going to become maybe a more regular thing. Like, big thumbs up.
Mm-hmm. Even if they just like float the ideas by us, it'd be really nice.
Yeah, like why not? We are the super. Yeah, even if they just like ping it off of us and we're like, don't do that. And like now we're doing it anyway. Okay, like. All right. At least you like. Why would you not get player feedback? We're the most invested people in the game. Like, why would you not just like hear our thoughts and then still choose whatever you want to do as you want to do it?
I think that's our list basically.
Yeah, and so I mean, what are we missing here? European Masters, cross shard play, seasonals coverage. Like, those are some big ones. And then here's the big problem. Here's the thing. You can lose stuff. That happens, okay? Where is the new shit?
Path of Champions.
I mean, I guess so.
I feel like you're really underselling how big of a deal Path of Champions is.
Okay, but like in a year, you got one thing?
Yeah.
And you took away three big things.
And a bunch of like new content, right? Let's not pretend like they haven't been putting out a bunch of new stuff, but it's like the base game, all the champions and stuff, new sets and things like that.
Sure,
right? Like we're still getting a bunch of new content. It's not like they just dropped the game. But yeah, I mean, I think I still think PvE And if they can nail this draft format, is like so incredibly important for the game. I know so many people who only play Path of Champions.
Yeah, I'm not saying don't have Path of Champions ever.
Yeah, I do want more stuff for us.
What I'm saying,
you know?
what I'm saying is, one, at the end of Worlds, they said give us until the beginning of next year to learn from our mistakes and to figure out what's working with. Oh, you know what we forgot?
What we forget?
We forgot something. Can you think of what it is?
Is it something that's no longer here?
Nope.
It's still here. Is it Gauntlet?
It's Gauntlet.
I was gonna say something, and then I was like, no one cares.
Sorry for all the Gauntlet players out there. We're not poo-pooing on you. It's just this is okay. So this all kind of ties together. So one, man, them not revamping anything, not a single thing in 7 months. It's not excusable. It's like that's just bad. That's just really, really, really bad. And there's not really an excuse for it. And then the announcement that we had that was like PvE gets played twice as much as all other forms of Runeterra. Like what? So you got best of one. Nope. Path. Nope. Nope. Gauntlet. Okay, so Path gets played twice as much as best of one ladder and Gauntlet. Yeah, I mean, like, come on. And so this, like, I hate this narrative of like, did they think they tried competitive? Like, is this what you guys thought competitive was? One of the other problems I realized with Gauntlet, because check this out. I really like that they made seasonals open to so many people because it's awesome, right? Like, we basically all get to play the seasonals. Whoever wants to play the seasonals, you more or less get to if you put in some time. But it's made Gauntlet like basically kind of not useless, right? Because people that don't want to grind the ladder.
Chance Gauntlet,
yeah, people don't want to grind the ladder can still do it. But imagine this: imagine if they only invited the top, I don't know, 300 ladder players.
Okay.
Now Gauntlet's looking real good.
Now Gauntlet's a fight, yeah.
Yeah, now Gauntlet's a fight, and now there's people like you and me in there playing Gauntlet. Maybe if there's like some good prizes or something, because it would be good testing.
Mm-hmm.
And so now there's a good
top 300. Like you might just pull a Mo and like drop out of it or something.
Yeah, everyone pulls a Mo once in a while.
We've all been there.
Lights all their LP on fire. Happens. And so then the Gauntlet now is like that's your backup plan. Why would you not do that? It's also great testing now because there's people are really trying. Yeah.
I think Gauntlet is the biggest current waste of potential in the entire game.
Yes.
Gauntlet is so close and so I feel easy to just like make a fantastic game mode.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's put some stuff here that like what
do we want to see?
Yeah, so Gauntlet.
Let's make a new new category. Stuff we want to see.
Yeah, where's the new shit? Here is the new shit. Okay, so Gauntlet, what would they have to do to make Gauntlet awesome?
Okay. First of all, it needs to be open all the time.
Yep. Open 24/7.
Do you want to do like a colon and then make like a list underneath for Gauntlet? Because I feel like we're gonna hit like a few different things. That works too. Open 24/7. The prizing needs to not the prizing needs to be something that matters. So like cosmetics that aren't the same goddamn icon from when the game launched.
Yeah, because frankly, why don't they, make it kind of hard? Like make it so that you have to have like a perfect running Gauntlet. I don't know what that is, 4, 5, 6 wins or whatever. And then say you get like a board or a skin. Like the stuff that's actually expensive in the store, but like just one. And you're not giving that to that many people. Like
I think let me make you my pitch.
Okay.
Here's my Gauntlet pitch. Gauntlet should be open all the time. However, you only get X amount per week. 2, 3, maybe 4 the prizing. After that, you run out of chances for the prizing. You could still play Gauntlet or something. I don't know, something like that. But I think the Gauntlet prizes should be specific to Gauntlet. And I think there should be revamps of the prismatics, basically. I think I've made this like exact thing before where if you win this month's gauntlet or whatever, right? This is the month of Draven, and now if you like this specific prismatic Draven has like red lightning along the border, and his axes do as well, and they crackle with lightning or something. Like that's not super incredibly hard. Or you could do it like the prismatics like MTG, even like MTG Arena does. Where it's like kind of full art. You can like do the thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just want to see
like
prismatics for the cards.
Yeah, and I mean that's totally fine. That seems like an extra thing to add on. What if it's just make it simpler? Just make it a like an avatar, pet, whatever we call them.
Yeah,
guardian.
As long as you can't buy it in the store. I don't want it to be
That's what I'm
anything
saying.
you can buy in the store. Yeah.
Yeah, just every month you have one new one that you make, and that's the gauntlet one. You can only win it by
Or just
by doing
reskin
well
one.
in the gauntlet.
Just change its color. I understand it's not that easy. You don't just go in and you change the color slider and you put it back in the game. But like
no, but I don't think it's
not that
hard.
Yeah. You just make a special one. Or put a fucking hat on it. I don't know. Like
This
just make it special. Yeah.
Yeah, this one little thing now gets a bunch of people playing Gauntlet. A shit ton. I'll play Gauntlet, 100%.
I play Gauntlet.
I want that.
I
tool.
love limited edition cosmetics. However, no one cares about icons because they don't matter. You don't see them.
No, I just found out that you can't buy the popcorn emote in the store today, and I am very sad about that.
Oh, the Karma one, you had to get it through the event. Yeah.
I did not know that. That's my favorite one.
Is it because Kever keeps using it against you whenever he triggers his Mono Shurima movie?
Yeah. Yes.
I've used Queen Kit solely. The pet, Queen Kit. I have a lot of the pets in my main account. I only use Queen Kit because she's limited.
Yeah, she's pretty dope too.
She's sick, yeah.
Yeah. So easy fix here. Pretty easy. This solves a lot of problems. Now we have best of 3 that we can play all the time. Now we have a reason to play best of 3 because there's cool prizes to be had.
The ideal thing that would happen is that Gauntlet matters for the buys in the buys in seasonals, right? What we mean by that is your tiebreakers. So like how on ladder you can push really hard and get a 7 and 2 spot. I would like Gauntlet to be that instead. Or something. It should matter for seasonals besides just getting there, because like you said, if you're a pretty good player and you want to play in seasonals, you can play in seasonals if you have the time. That may be a little not true. I think I may be looking at it from...
It's pretty true. It's pretty true.
It's probably, especially with Gauntlet, I feel like.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that what sort of spurred this on was that Magic the Gathering released their digital organized play structure today. And one of the things they did is they're changing it from the top 1,200 on the ladder qualify for the championship qualifier, whatever you want to call it, the qualifier the next month, to now it's only the top 350 qualify.
Oh, wow.
And there are qualifiers, 2 qualifiers that you can play every month where you can just enter them with like coins or gems. And you can play like as many times as you want. And also you get points for playing in like normal events. And you can use like 20 of these points at any time to enter. I don't know if it's that one or the actual. I think it's the actual qualifier.
That's pretty cool. That's really
cool. It's really fucking cool.
Kind of works together, cohesive system.
Yeah, you just get rewarded. You get rewarded for playing, and there's always something for you to play in. No matter if you're just brand new to the game, you just got to pay some gems. Then, if you're just a grinder and like you can't make it to the top 350, you just grind out these points. There you go, and you get cards. And then if you're really good,
tournament, if
you're really good, you're at the top of the leaderboard. Like boop, you just go right in.
That's sick. Actually, I really like that.
Yeah, it's great.
Speaking of Magic Arena, I want to steal the opens. I want Runeterra opens.
Oh,
dear God, I want Runeterra opens. For those not familiar, the Magic Arena opens are tournaments where you pay in-game currency, the premium currency, so it'd be gems here, And you win in-game non-premium currency until you get to a certain spot, and then you start winning premium currency, and then you start winning cash prizes if you get far enough. And it's a super easy tournament structure because it's like you play when you want, right? It's like Gauntlet or Expedition. You have this many times, this this much amount of time, and you just like queue up for your match, and then you finish and you just queue up for your next match like right away. Or you can go grab a snack and then come back and queue up for your next match. They're awesome. I don't even play Magic anymore, and I want to play them. And there's cash prizes at the top.
I don't play Magic anymore, and I still just drop into them because they're competitive. Yeah, you can win some money, and they're fun. And I have never won money at any of them ever, and I still love them, and I want to play them more. And I'm actually really sad that the next one is on the same weekend as seasonals, and I want to play it so bad that I'm like trying to figure out how to like. I'm like, if I wake up at like
just double
8 a.m.,
queue.
what does yeah, I just double queue it. Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's limited. It's a limited one. I'm literally convincing myself as I say this. I'm like,
do it
because I was on the fence already.
Whatever.
And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be like at seasonals though. Be like, oh, if I just tried a little bit harder, fuck that.
Just do it. Who cares? Whatever.
It's also limited. It's a brand new limited format, bro. My beating heart.
Like, it's pretty fun.
I have to.
Basically, we want these. If we like these enough to go play a different game that we don't even play, we want these, and we think other people would really like it too. I understand there's some problems with like paying out money to people, but I'm sure they could figure it out.
Arena figured it out. You should be able to figure it out also, right? I hear you're a not so indie company anymore. Though it did take them a while to pay you, I guess.
Yeah, that one time. Oh my god, the first seasonals. Jesus Christ, that was so.
Dude,
bad.
I forgot about that for the longest time.
I forgot about that too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and then also it's a moneymaker. Like Riot makes, or like WotC makes money off of these, right? They're bringing in
so
more
much
money.
Yeah,
so much money. People are kind of upset about it
play.
at first. They're like, they're preying on people's like gambling addictions or whatever. I was like, how about you go fuck yourself and let me be an adult? Like, how about you go? Why do you just go sit outside go to Vegas, your fucking picket sign, and tell them to stop ruining people's lives? Okay, like this is ridiculous.
I'll pay double. I just want to play in these, man.
Yes,
it's fun.
Take my money. If I have
nothing to do on a weekend, and one of my friends came up to me and said, "Hey, there's a tournament in some game I don't play. Here's the things you need to play. Would you like to play?" I just go.
Yep.
I just want to play tournaments that matter. And that's the thing I want. So yeah, Runeterra opens, please. Something else, an actual draft format. We know they're kind of working on it.
That's apparently coming though.
Yep. I still want to put it there. I want it on the goddamn list.
Have it be good, right? Don't suck.
Yeah.
Actual competitive draft format. Copy paste.
Copy paste magics.
MTG.
You have to be a little
give some spice.
You could basically just go online, Google Commander Cube draft rules, copy it, paste it in there. Done.
Good to go.
That's basically how it would work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they can do a really good job with this.
Yeah.
I have faith in them for this. Yeah.
Yeah, and then one thing I want to see is just weekly tournaments. However you want to do that.
Gauntlet.
This could be Gauntlet's not a tournament though.
Sure.
So what I'm thinking is more like a league, or just even imagine there was just like a $1,000 Runeterra open every Saturday. That's it. Yep. No big deal.
That'd be sick.
That'd be fucking awesome, right?
Yeah. It sounds like it's kind of like the Runeterra opens, but smaller.
Yeah, the Runeterra opens are also like, they're not Swiss. There's not a top cut. It's just like
you have to go X and 2 to make day 2, and then you get prizes based on how far you get in day 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll elaborate here. Weekly tournaments. These
in client.
Yeah. So I mean, in client or out client,
but
in client would be ideal.
Yep.
In client ideal would be insane, actually. And what if this was like a small league? What about like a small? We're gonna say pro, but a small pro league, which is like disingenuous. because it doesn't have to be like an esports league where there's like big money and stuff. Imagine it was just the top, I don't know, whatever, 64 players, 128 players from a region. Like you can make it like decently large. Prizes don't have to be very big. It could run throughout a season. Say it runs for like 6 weeks. And then maybe like, I don't know, the day after seasonals or something, or the day after 32 or the weekend after top 32, those people like play off. Or maybe there's no playoff. I don't know. And then maybe like at seasonals, the top 32 people that make seasonals, you get to go into the league now for the next season, and the people at the bottom, the 32 people at the bottom, get kicked out or something.
Call it like Champions League or something.
Yeah, and just have some like nominal prizes. Doesn't have to be anything super crazy. Whatever like little poro money you got in the cushions lying around, just throw some of that at it. Could be an extra like whatever. Say it's like $5,000 a season, so you get like 6 to 8 weeks for your 5K. And it's just like, I don't know, the top 4 people or top 8 people or something make a little bit extra money. And it's mostly just done for like, for fun, bragging rights, something to do every weekend, some good content to be put out there, something that's additional on the top 32 that's like, fun and exciting. But just something, some way to play the game. That's what we really need, right? More.
That's basically what it's coming down to.
Play the game.
We just suggested 4 different ways to play tournaments.
It could be new formats, new tournaments. But this is the problem, right? When you go back up here and you're like, oh yeah, there's so many ways to play the game. Best of one ladder. Not a format. Path of Champions, not a competitive format. Not a format, and Gauntlet. So we literally have best of one ladder and Gauntlet. Like there's just they made this amazing game, and they're not building it out. They're not producing it as well as they need to. And so this is the problem that I'm seeing, right? Like from a year ago to now, there's been almost nothing to get excited about. There's been new cards, which are great, but like Magic the Gathering's released like 2 new formats in the last like 6 months. They've already got like fucking 20 of them or something ridiculous. So there's something for everyone. Doesn't matter how, like, if the season's bad or a format's bad, just gonna play something else. Like there's always something going on. And that's what Runeterra really needs. And like, man, I want it so bad. I just want to play the game. Like that's a big problem. I think when people want to just play your game all the time and give you money, and there's just not a
way to do it. Yeah.
There's not a way to make that happen.
If it wasn't for content, I would show up in seasons. I'd play ladder for a week, and then I'd bounce until a week before seasonals. Then I'd practice for seasonals. I'd play seasonals, and then I'd bounce again. Come back when there's new cards. Repeat the process.
Because it's pretty. It's
I don't have
anything
else to do. Yeah,
it's pretty sparse and boring. Look at March. Like basically nothing happened in March. It was just a dead month, like an actual dead month.
I gotta head out.
So it's interesting. What?
I gotta head out.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Up against stream time.
All right. Oh yeah, I forgot that you have the 12 o'clock. I was wondering why you were like, I gotta make breakfast. I was like, can't you just make breakfast whenever? Like, what are you talking about? All right, I'm just gonna get out of here. Shoot. Well, I wanted to end it on some positive notes. There is a lot of positive stuff coming. Them bringing us the LPP into the patches now, I think, is awesome. The next big set, I'm actually super excited for. The eventual draft format coming next year. I have a lot of faith in Riot. They've done a lot of things really well, and they're very smart, and the game is still very young. It really is. It doesn't feel like it to us, but it is very young. And I honestly am really optimistic for the future.
Yeah. Oh, one LAN event. One.
Oh,
I just want one. Give me an excuse to see all the people.
One LAN event. Bring worlds to like League Worlds and just fly in those 16 people. It's barely anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. and make it and have like some side events for us so we can all come down when
it's
we don't qualify.
it's like the League pros, and it's like the room, and they're all sitting at the computer, and then it's like the Runeterra pros, and it zooms over to some guy on a couch on his phone, like playing like this with his feet up, battling
Having
it
a beer.
out. The world's best. Yeah, drinking a beer and stuff. All right, yeah.
Okay.
I want to see that stuff, but excited about what's coming.
Yeah, out of here. Oh, shoot! I should have started with this. At the big announcement for all of our subscribers and our patrons. First off, thank you guys. You guys fucking rock. We couldn't do this without you. Seriously, thank you so much. We are going to be doing tournaments every single day, starting on the new patch, April 27th. We're gonna have tournaments for you guys every single day. During the week, these are gonna be at 4 p.m. Pacific or 5:30 Pacific, trying to get like both coasts. And on the weekends, we also have tournaments starting, early in the morning, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. We'll do the full Swiss for those ones. But yeah, if you guys aren't signed up already, never a better time now. We're trying to give everyone that wants a chance to qualify for seasonals and play in seasonals just the best tools and practice that you can possibly get. And there's nothing better than playing your lineup in actual tournaments. And so, yeah, we're going to be running tournaments for a full 2.5 weeks from the 27th all the way to the 14th. Look for that announcement coming soon. All right, that's it for us. Super excited for next week. We got the new patch and lots to talk about. So have a good weekend, get some free LP, and we'll see you guys then. Peace.